run toward danger. They're no stranger to life-threatening situations, but one former firefighter EMT recruit in Arlington, Virginia says the stress of the job was unbearable as he and others endured bullying and hazing at their training academy. WDVM's Rebecca Burnett has the details you'll only see right here on WDVM 25.
Over a year ago, a firefighter EMT recruit with the Arlington County Fire Department alleged extreme bullying and hazing at the hands of one firefighter who was involved with the training academy. This is Brett Ahern, the former recruit who reported the hazing. But before there was Brett, there were other victims. Witnesses are speaking out on the condition of anonymity for fear of retaliation.
I joined in 2017. I remember making a comment that, certain women in the department only got promoted because they were female or because of the race. I did talk to somebody I really respected in the fire department, and he told me, well, that's just how it is.
Another recruit who served in the military left a pair of pressed pants in the locker room. He alleged the instructor strung them up the academy's flagpole. Another firefighter we spoke to says a recruit couldn't lock his broken locker, so he was forced to carry the contents around with him out in the field.
So you now have a recruit carrying a black trash bag affixed to a pole while walking down the streets of Arlington County around all of the citizens.
And then Brett Ahern joined and became the next target.
He went out of his way to make a spectacle out of me, and that usually wasn't done with other recruits, at least not as brazenly as it was with me.
I think we were concerned, honestly, for his life, and in the case where people were calling on him to check on him every night to make sure that he hadn't harmed himself.
According to Fire Chief David Podlitz, if a recruit makes a mistake during training, the instructor will make time for a so-called alternative learning opportunity, or ALO. One day, Ahern says he was forced to wear a wall clock around his neck during training exercises. The chief declined to discuss details about any specific case, but he says ALOs are meant to reinforce learning, and they have to be approved by those in higher command.
We are not going to demean anyone. We are not going to cause anyone any shame. We want everyone, all of our communities, all of our current members, incumbent members, and new recruits to understand there's a better way to do it. Here's the skill, opportunity to practice, and we'll just move in that development cycle.
Eventually, Ahern reported the hazing, and the fire department launched an internal investigation led by the deputy chief, in which witnesses signed a confidentiality agreement. The instructor in question was later removed from the training academy, but he's still working for the department. Firefighters believe the former instructor obtained a copy of the investigation that includes the witnesses' names.
I feel physical as well as mental harm that can be caused to me, so I fear for that. I fear for that. I fear for my friends' lives. I fear for everybody who's went through this, and this is bad that we actually have to sit here and go through this.
Ahern is no longer with the academy or the department, and he's living out of state. The chief says firefighters can appeal if they're unsatisfied with the results of an investigation.
We have ways to engage in conversation and also resolve any conflicts and see if we can get everybody to a better place.
But Ahern says he was never told he could appeal.
In this instance, it felt like the system as it was in place was not in place for those, being bullied and hazed like me. It was in place to protect people solely based on the amount of years of service he had.
Reporting in Arlington, Rebecca Burnett, WDVM 25.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. So a spokesperson for County Manager Mark Schwartz declined an interview and released a statement that said this: hazing will not be tolerated. A spokesperson for the Arlington County Board deferred to the county's managers.